What is going on, guys? Welcome to vlog number 6. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tierion node update and also a little bit about how you guys can set up your Tierion nodes. I'm also going to be talking about Waltonchain and also OMG Go. So to start off, let's go ahead and take a look at the markets. As you can see, we are up quite a bit in the past 24 hours, which is good. Bitcoin's up 6%, Ethereum up around 2.5%, and Litecoin's up 8%. So starting to see a little bit of an uptrend, but as you can see, the 7-day percentage we're still kind of in the hole. So hopefully it goes up a little bit more. Hopefully it can break 4,000 again. That seems to be the place where it's having the most trouble, is getting past 4,000. But yeah, starting to look good. Markets are looking better. Hopefully that continues. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Tierion node update. And before I do that, I want to kind of go through with you guys how you can actually set up your node and what resources you can use to do that, because I've seen a lot of confusion about how to actually set up the node. So the first resource that I would recommend is this article that I'll put a link to in the description, but it basically walks you through how to set your node up using Amazon Web Services, Amazon Light Sail, I think it's called. Yeah, Light Sail. But yeah, this is a really great article. It doesn't require you to have any kind of previous knowledge or anything like that. It basically holds your hand through the whole process. The other resource I would check out is this video on Pump Hodl's channel, where he basically walks you through the entire process. He even has the command lines in the descriptions here, so you don't actually have to know anything about coding or anything like that. You just copy and paste the command lines into the whatever terminal you're using, and it's super easy. But one thing I did want to note before actually going to make your node, you should know that for this upcoming week, rewards are actually going to be turned off for Tierion, according to this update here. So on September 4th, they just released this blog post. And basically they just go through and kind of explain, like, when Tierion first came out, they had, I think, I said there was around like 1,000 nodes or something. They're now up to 10,000 active nodes, which is way more than they expected they were going to have so soon. So basically just, this blog is kind of explaining that they weren't really aware of the demand that there was going to be. And they continue on talking about why there's no big announcements, and they're still in the launch phase. They're still figuring out their system, what's going to work, what's not going to work, and they've had a lot of speed bumps, but I feel like the team has definitely handled them well, and they're continuing to communicate with the community, although they're using Telegram, which I wish they would use Twitter or some other kind of social media. But they're very responsive, very quick to answer questions and things like that in Telegram. But yeah, I think this blog is definitely a step forward. Getting more of these kind of announcements and these kind of postings is definitely going to help the community out. But so the main point of this article was to kind of discuss the changes in the Tierion nodes, and this is why I was saying that for right now, you might want to hold off on actually setting up your Tierion node, because they're currently making changes to the way that they're structured. So the way that the Tierion node system worked initially was that it cost 2,600 Tierion to start up a node, and the reward happened every 30 minutes, and the reward was around like 6,500, I think. So they've now done away with the credit system, which was basically you had to pay 100 Tierion to the core address so that you could get enough credits to like participate in the lottery system that they have. and that was kind of, they did away with that and just made the credits free, so you don't have to pay anymore to actively receive rewards, which is nice. So they've actually changed a few things about the nodes, and they go into detail about this in the blog post that they made. So first off, nodes must have a unique IP to register. Nodes can no longer register with a domain name, so that's not a huge deal. Nodes must run the most current version of the software to be eligible. Yeah, okay. Nodes automatically receive enough credits to submit the maximum number of hashes to core per day. And this was a big change that they implemented about a week ago. And basically, like originally you had to pay 100 Tierion tokens to the core address to even have a chance of receiving the reward. And they did away with that, so now the credits are given out for free, and you no longer have to send any TNT to the core address. So it's, the only requirement now is that you have enough Tierion in your wallet, and you no longer have to pay them Tierion to have a chance of winning. So that was really awesome when they announced that. Some other changes that they've made is that, like I said, they're explaining they took down the rewards for this week. So you're not going to earn any rewards, and they're asking people to not only upgrade their nodes, but also take them down so that they can continue to work on the system. But some changes that are going to take place when the nodes are back up and able to receive rewards is that the rewards will be reduced to 500 TNT per 30-minute reward period, and the minimum required balance per node will be 5,000 TNT. So basically, once all this goes through, the main changes are that you need 5,000 Tierion in your address to start up your node, and the rewards will only be 500 Tierion every 30, and you have a chance to win 500 Tierion tokens every 30 minutes. So those are some big changes, and they even say in here that this is it's designed to reduce the number of nodes on the network, because the way that it worked previously, if you were one of the early adopters, like within the first day, if you were one of the people that had up 50 nodes in the first day, you're just going to keep winning the lottery and using those rewards to make more Tierion nodes. So I'm pretty sure that most of the nodes in the network were probably owned by one person, or a small handful of people. So they're probably trying to combat this and kind of allow people that only have one or two nodes to have some kind of chance at winning. So I think these are good changes. A lot of people are kind of upset about it because it's a lower reward and a higher cost to participate. But we'll see. I mean, I think this change is only temporary, and they'll keep kind of tweaking it to make it better. So, and they say here, node operators should understand that the network has just launched, and it's undergoing testing. So they're still in their testing phase. They're still trying to figure things out, and they're doing the best they can. So this is also nice. They've had very they've had very disjointed communication with the community, and they've announced here in the blog that each week they're going to post with new information regarding the Tierion network. And I think that's a good thing for the community. I think we need kind of a standard, time interval where we're going to get updates about what's going on and, what exactly is going on with the servers. So just to recap, regarding Tierion, I would wait a little bit before starting up any, working on starting up any kind of node. They're clearly messing around with the system and the way it works. So I would just kind of sit on the sidelines and kind of wait and see, at least because you can't receive rewards for this week, at all. So you might as well wait and see how things pan out. But yeah, and that's why I just wanted to mention that blog post, because this video and this article are very good tools to use to set up your Tierion node. However, some of the information might not be the same once these changes go live. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're running Tierion nodes or you're interested in running Tierion nodes. Just wait about a week, and there should be more information about how to do that. Okay, so next up, I want to talk about Waltonchain, and I was kind of looking at this last night, but if you scroll down here, you can see that where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. Okay, yeah. If you scroll down here, you can see that Waltonchain is up 20% in the past 24 hours, and I noticed this last night. I saw it was up around, $1.90, and then woke up this morning and it was at 220. So just huge spike in the price of Walton, which is a token that I've been really interested in and trying to keep tabs on. And I went to check out the Reddit page and didn't really see all that much. There was some interesting stuff about it potentially being listed on more exchanges, because right now it's currently only on Binance. So that's, could be the reason that it went up. But right now it sounds to me like a rumor. So it's not entirely verified that they're going to be on a different exchange, but potentially. So I was scrolling through the Reddit page and, kind of looking for a reason as to why there was such a big price movement. And I came upon this posting right here, or no, this one here, sorry. It's titled "My Response to the I Still Don't Understand" thread, posted by Tinder Legend. And I looked through this, and it's just a great, basically he goes through kind of everyone's argument as to why they don't understand Waltonchain, and they don't get why it's such a big deal. And he kind of refutes all these arguments that people are making, and does an excellent job of just going into detail and doing the research for you, which is definitely something to take advantage of. So I would definitely recommend you read through this, and I'll just kind of go through the main points of it. He kind of goes into detail about why do you need blockchain technology. So for those of you who don't know, Waltonchain is trying to blend RFID technology and blockchain technology. And if you don't know what RFID technology is, it was really popular a little while back in credit cards, where you could have your credit card and wave it over the reader, and it would automatically send money from your credit card and then to the cashier or whatever where you were waving your credit card. But there was a lot of issues with security problems where someone with a reader could just walk up to someone, scan their back pocket, and take funds out, using the RFID technology. So they kind of did away with it in the payment sector. So now RFID technology is more so used in warehouses to kind of track where things come from, and to make sure that they actually have it in storage, and where it's going. So yeah, exactly what I was saying, supply chain stuff. But the issue with supply chain is that one company in the supply chain keeps data about their particular part of the chain, and then the next company keeps data on their particular part of the chain. But the problem is that by the time the product goes through the entire chain, there's a lot of data that's lost and kind of misplaced or misrepresented. And so that's why I think it's really important that blockchain kind of steps in here and has some kind of effect on the supply chain, using RFID technology. So he goes in, in this post on Reddit, he goes into detail, kind of talking about why blockchain is important for RFID technology and supply chain technology. And as you can see, I'm not going to read through the whole post for you guys, but he comes up with a number of kind of bullet points as to why blockchain is important. And then he even talks about the purpose of the token. And of course this is an issue with a lot of different tokens. People kind of say well, I'm buying this token, but what's the utility of this token? Why is there a purpose? What purpose is there for having a coin on this network? And literally anytime there's a blockchain, you need to have a coin to incentivize people to run nodes on their computer. Um, you can't have a blockchain that's decentralized if there's no one running nodes on it, and people aren't just going to run nodes out of the kindness of their own heart. Like, you have to have some incentive to run a node, and that's where the coin comes in. So the best incentive is money, and you're literally paying people to run nodes on the network. So um, to me, this is just really important here, and I'll just go ahead and read this. So it says, anyone with basic knowledge of game theory would know that a token is essential to the proper functioning of any chain in order to incentivize correct behavior of all validating nodes on the system and punish malicious behavior. So yeah, that's why the token is really important. And he continues to go on to just talk about a lot of different issues that people are not understanding about Walton. And yeah, like I said, I was really impressed with this post and thought I'd just share that with you guys. Definitely go check it out. I'll put a link in the description to it. He even goes into like the white paper here, talking about discrepancies in the white paper. So definitely an interesting read to check out. And the last thing I wanted to talk about today is OMG Go. They just officially partnered with McDonald's Thailand, which is a huge deal, and we've kind of known that this was coming. There were kind of rumors and people talking about it, but this is like officially the statement coming out that McDonald's is officially partnered with OMG. And this is huge news. This is a big deal. So I think it's important to realize too that this is a huge deal. It's not like they just partnered with some like really small company. They partnered with McDonald's in Thailand, which I don't know how big McDonald's is in Thailand. I know nothing about that. But I have to imagine if it's anything like here in America and in China, this is a huge deal. This is a huge partnership, and now it's official. So when I went to check out the Reddit page regarding this, I found a comment that was really interesting to me, and it kind of reiterates the fact that this is a huge deal. People were kind of saying that well, this was already factored into the price. It's the reason it's gone up so much in the past month or so. And I saw this comment and just thought it was a really good way of looking at it. If you brush this off like it's easy to create these types of partnerships or it's old news, you don't deserve OMG and you'll never learn how to build wealth. And I thought this was really good. Even though we kind of already knew this was coming, like right now it's official, and having something official and tangible within the crypto space is a huge deal right now. But yeah, this partnership is really big deal. I mean, McDonald's is not just like some small company, like I was excited when Civic partnered with WikiHow, but this is like 20 times that, that important. I would not be surprised to see OMG increase in price, in the coming months for sure. That's just a huge deal. And they even posted on the Reddit page about the first transaction to take place, which is definitely exciting. So check that out if you're interested in OMG. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you have any questions or there's something that you want me to talk about. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.